Okay, hey everyone. So, this is kind of a change up because I don't know if I'll be able to record later tonight. Um, so today I just want to do a motivational thing talking about the symbolism we see in comic books. Um, we take a look at the idea of behind Superman. Sorry, I'm going to be looking this way because I am playing a game and I don't want it to have be directly in front because then I'm like looking up. Actually, let's do that instead. So my TV's right here. Let's angle up a little bit. We lay back, and here we go. So we look at the idea behind Superman. A man from another world comes here and becomes kind of our hope for what we aspire to be. Now, when you really gotta look at it like this. He's a man from another world, a place we know nothing about. He came here out of the kindness of his own heart to save us in a way. Am I being driven around? Um, yeah, he basically came here to like save us. Okay, I restart with this. Man, okay. Just rewind all of that shit. Basically, he's a man from another world we know nothing about, and became kind of the hope for what we aspire to be. It shows the fact that you can come from anywhere and begin anew, as long as you keep a simple idea in check. The idea that you need to work hard, be hopeful, and you can achieve what you want to achieve. The thing with that, though, is, well, first off, look at the idea behind Donald Trump's thing about immigration. He doesn't like the fact that there are immigrants in here. He thinks they're messing up everything. But yet, if you ask him probably the most notable DC superhero, he'll probably say Superman. Because Superman, well, is one, an alien in and of his own. Because it's just common knowledge. I mean, you're from another planet. And to a lot of people, um, another world or another country is technically alien. If I would go to England or Australia or basically any other country besides the U.S., heck, if I went to Texas, it'd be different than it is in Wisconsin because it's alien to me. I don't know it. It's different. But if I were to go there and I would make a difference, I would technically be the human version of the idea behind Superman. Um, and I really, what the hell's going on? Okay, wow, that was intense amount of love for on my end. Now, there's that idea. Now look at the idea behind, well, a rich person like Bruce Wayne. I mean, he's a billionaire. He's a superhero in and of himself. He's the idea that the rich can actually be somewhat nice and they can actually make a difference as long as they're willing to work on it. They cannot be this little prissy little kid who got everything you wanted. And sure, he did because he suffered a fatal loss, but that should just show that a fatal loss is not always something that can affect you. Sometimes it's just reawakening who you are. I mean, you can play off this whole I'm going to stick as a rich, prissy boy so no one expects it's me, or you can show people that you're willing to change the world. That's just my idea on how we should see Batman. He's a rich guy trying to make a difference in the world to a positive end, and a lot of people try to stop him. Now well, let's look at the Superman side, but for females, aka Wonder Woman. she's not alien, but she's from a world where beliefs are very much different. I mean, she's an Amazonian, but yet she shows that she can care for basically anyone, no matter who they are, man, woman, people she doesn't know, and that should show us that it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, the basic idea of respect is still the same. And if you have the ability to change someone's life, you should. I really think that's something that this world kind of lacks. It's the fact that we need to be able to have the utmost respect for just about everyone and their mother. Because you never know what that person is going to be like in the future. Let's look at Cyborg. I know he doesn't get very much mention. He was actually just added to the Justice League and everything, but I think he should be mentioned because he's a man who he suffered a lot, but he uses his, it's almost like a disability, to his advantage. I mean, just look at it. Oh, and when I say that, also, let's look at a girl named Raven. She was sent, from what I can understand about her lore, she was sent to kind of take over Earth, like the humans, basically. And she avoided that. She became a hero instead of a villain. She avoided what her father wanted her to, no matter how well tried. It just shows you that if you think your destiny is to be evil, you should do your damnedest to make it a destiny that is, in its way, a good one. So that's the DC side. Let's look at Marvel. Marvel has relatively the same idea, but let's look at, well, let's start with Captain America. He's the idea of to be patriotic. He's also a way to show you that you can start from the lowliest of low and become a hero just by wanting to believe in yourself. And in this world, you have to. You should always believe in yourself, no matter what anyone else tells you, because only you define you. I know that in a way doesn't make sense, because somewhat it doesn't make sense to me, but it's kind of the thought that popped into my head, and it's something I find myself actually believing in. Is that you need to believe in yourself before anything else. Now, let's look at Iron Man, because I know probably people were like, oh, he's talking about comic book characters. Is he going to talk about Iron Man? Iron Man's the basis belief that you need to be able to deal with the consequences that your actions beforehand gave you. And to him, he has to have this, basically this thing of untapped energy with him at all times, but it's a disability in a way, because it's like Cyborg, but he uses it to help people. Sorry, I'm kind of choking up a little bit here because I'm just thinking about the next person I'm going to think about. Because it's something I technically know I had to deal with. It's not anxiety; it's the idea behind anger. As you guys know, I've had the times when I've recorded videos where I'm just the angriest person you've seen. Dang it. It's the Hulk. A man willing to try to show a new way of doing things becomes in and of itself a rage monster. Like, let me be frank by saying that he's, dang it, he's someone just full of rage, and it's the idea that we have to be able to control our rage for the good of everyone around us. But it's also the idea to show us that there are times when we have to be angry, because sometimes our anger is our biggest motivator to save ourselves and others. Next, I feel that it should be mentioned that let's go with the idea of Spider-Man. A teenage boy bit by a spider. He could have just let him deal with it, but instead he decided to save people, no matter who they were, all because the idea that if you have a great power, you should do your damnedest to, help people. And he's a poor kid, but it just shows that great power is also another way of saying great wealth, because in the society, we look at wealth as the biggest thing. And I know I tell you guys, don't go with what society says, but the rich tend to follow what society says, so why don't they follow with the fact that with great power comes great responsibility? Hello? Your wealth is your power. Use it. My words are my power. And in a way, I use it, but not to tell you guys to go follow what society says. It's to tell you guys, follow what you think is right. As long as what you think is right benefits others. That's really the main thing I want to you guys know. So yeah, that's enough of my rant about comic book characters. If you guys enjoy what you saw, I know it was rather short on list of characters, but I didn't want to get into every type of comic book character and everything, because I don't want to get into the whole debate with, oh hey, this guy is better than this guy, and oh, why didn't you mention this guy? Because sometimes it's better to just only mention this some. So if you liked it, and I hope you guys liked it, please show the video some love by favoriting it. Well, not favoriting it, liking it, sharing it, and do me a favor by subbing. Because if you sub, it shows me that I should continue with what I'm doing. Also, tomorrow, I want to see if there's anyone from a group I'm a part of on Facebook that has any ideas for me for tomorrow. So, bye everyone.